to my channel, 808 Gamer. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. Today I'll be shiny hunting Bulbasaur in Pokémon Leaf Green using my Windows 10 desktop with the Xbox Game Bar built-in capture program, the Epilogue GB operator, and a Switch Pro controller. As you can already tell, this is my introduction video. I will most likely not talk about this much random stuff in other videos, but I will most likely talk about the games and what I'm trying to achieve in the games. I do have a full-time job, so this channel is more of a way to force myself into enjoying downtime and play some games that I paid for that are just sitting collecting dust. Initially, my first game was going to be Harvest Moon on the Game Boy Color, but I quickly found out that my cart has a dead battery and that game has some real-time clock elements for upgrading the tools. So I'm testing the RTC functions on my EverDrive. That series may come later. Let's see if this is shiny. Nope. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so as for the game in this video, Pokémon Leaf Green for the Game Boy Advance. I already shiny hunted a Charmander about 2 years ago using my Game Boy player for the GameCube. So the plan is to shiny hunt 3 starters in this game and do a playthrough using all shinies for the starters. As for my plans for this channel, it's basically capturing gameplay footage for myself so I can kind of go back later on and replay my games. Because I noticed when I tried going back to a few of my older games, and I kind of get stuck and discouraged because I forget how to play the game, or I get stuck at certain bosses, certain levels. So I figured, why not? I just record myself playing the game, talk about what I'm doing in it, just to remind myself of the little tips and tricks. Who knows, maybe that'll get me to play more video games. Actually, that's kind of the whole point of this channel, to force myself to play video games. But not like in a boring, oh this is a job kind of, just more like kind of force myself to enjoy my downtime instead of just sleeping the day away like I normally do. Alright, so as far as this channel goes, I don't know any of these people personally, but I feel it's only right to give a shout out to the following channels on YouTube that have given me so much inspiration over the last few years. And no particular order, we got John Riggs, RGT85, Blaine's, Candy Eevee, Urka Gaming, Retro Break, Whoop, Wolfden, Retro Future. Oh, hold on, let me check if this is shiny real quick. Nope. Where did I leave off? Oh, Bob Larka, John Hancock, Hard for Games, Metal Jesus, Controversus, Lyra made a website, Tamahiro, John Stone, Exo Paradigm Gamer, Mew is Me 700, Stuff We Play, Milky T, Modern Vintage Gamer, Kelsey Lewin, Shiny Collector. Oh, sorry, I lose track over here. Esoteric Sean, Jack Tech, Retro Gamer Boy, Winter Phoenix, Smith Plays Pokemon, and last but not least, the Angry Video Game Nerd over at Cinemassacre. Holy shit, his videos are amazing. Anyway, so a little background on what you guys see on the screen. I'm capturing, I'm playing video games on the Epilogue Game Boy operator using my original carts. So I originally purchased a Game Boy operator to back up my game files for Pokemon Gen 1 and Gen 2 because I got tired of losing my save files and all my progress when the batteries died. I had no intentions on using the Game Boy operator to play video games. To be honest, other than my NES, every Nintendo console that I own is solely because of Pokemon. That is how much I love playing Pokemon. Like, thousands of hours have gone into playing this stupid video games. Yeah, so every console I have, from Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo with the Super Game Boy player, N64 with Pokemon Stadium, GameCube with the Game Boy player. Like, it's all was to play Pokemon games. Recently, I modded original Game Boy I had laying around that had a bad screen, and the Game Boy Advance that I had laying around. Using the what is it? Oh, the Retro Pixel LCD kits from Handheld Legends. So shout out to Handheld Legends. Nothing again. Alrighty. Alright. So that was initially why I purchased the Game Boy operator. But again, going down the YouTube rabbit hole, watching random videos, I kind of started seeing more of the potential of the Game Boy operator. So not only can this thing back up save files to your computer, but it can actually back up your ROMs from your carts onto the computers. So I ended up backing up my entire Game Boy library. Game Boy games, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, everything. So, where was I? Oh yeah, I ended up backing up all my games from my Game Boy collection. Um, Eventually, I came across a YouTube video for the EverDrive by a person named Crits. That could be his name, could be his company's name. I'm not sure. So I ended up purchasing the EverDrive GBX7 because that one had real-time clock functions, so I could continue playing my Pokemon games on there. So now I have the option of playing my entire collection on one cart. Amazing. So now when I travel for my job, I can just take a Game Boy, my modded Game Boy, my modded Game Boy Advance, whichever one, and my EverDrive, and just play whatever I felt like playing. Let's see if this one is shiny. Alright, so a few months ago, I actually came across this channel called Hard for Games. So that Hard for Games is a company. I think they're a company. It might just be the name of their channel. But they back up digital data. They have a series of videos that I came across on their channel where they're talking about distribution events from the Pokemon store in New York City. If anybody remembers the Pokemon store in New York City, it's now the Nintendo store. But when they were the Pokemon store, they used to have this machine, the Pokemon distribution machine, and they gave out special event Pokemon. And the one that caught my attention was the Celebi for Gold and Silver, which is the only Pokemon that I've ever needed to complete the Pokedex in my Gold, Silver, and Crystal games. I was always one shy of getting a complete Pokedex. And now I have the ability to actually complete that Pokedex. So they were able to save and recreate a lot of the distribution events. They were also kind enough to put those save files out there on the internet for us to download. So go check out their channel, Hard for Games, on YouTube. So as I'm going through the files from Hard for Games, I saw that they also managed to recreate some of the Game Boy Advance distributions. So, of course, I went back to Crits and purchased the EverDrive GBA for my modded Game Boy Advance. I don't know, maybe I'll contact those guys over at Hard for Games and see if I can get permission to use one of their save files in a video and just do a more in-depth dive into all the Pokemon that they saved. I tried connecting the EverDrive to my Game Boy operator, but it does not recognize it. So, but the good thing is that I can rip my save file off of my original cards and load that save file from Hard for Games onto the cart, and then use that cart. So I'll still be able to show off their save files that they saved from the distribution machine on original hardware on the Game Boy operator, and capture the gameplay that way. So, you know, pluses and minuses. So, yeah, that's my introduction video. I'm just gonna sit here quietly and try and find a shiny Bulbasaur. If you guys couldn't tell, you guys probably did if you watch a lot of YouTube videos. I was trying to do a scripted video, and it is really, really, really difficult to try and read a script and capture gameplay. I'm probably going about this the wrong way. I should have recorded the audio at a later time, but I currently don't have any editing software, so I tried to record the audio and the video at the same time. Which is really, really difficult to do. You're trying to do a scripted video. Maybe for now I'll just keep doing more unscripted videos till I can get the hang of, like, till I can find a program, editing program. If you guys got any recommendations, just leave them in the comments for editing programs. Unless you guys enjoy just hearing me randomly talk about stupid stuff, which is probably what's going to happen if I keep making unscripted videos. Nothing. It looks like we're not getting a shiny Bulbasaur this video. So yeah, I kind of already have a shiny Charmander, like I mentioned before, and crazy enough, it's actually a female, which in itself is amazing. Alright, so that was not shiny either. Let's try this one more time. I already hit the 20-minute mark, so this will be the last try. I'll end this video, hopefully on a happy note. If not, I'll keep trying. Get all my shiny starters. Make some videos. See where this YouTube thing takes me. Another male non-shiny. Not bad stats. Alright, so hopefully this video wasn't too boring. Alright, you guys have a good day. Don't forget, like and subscribe.